Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Vitamin Guy, where we talk about anything related to the nutraceutical or supplement industry. Information, articles, opinions, whatever new products, innovation, whatever there is out there, we'll talk about it. My name's Nick, and today I want to talk a little bit about an article that I found from a paper published from the University of California at Irvine that has to do with cognition and aging. And anybody who watches the channel, you know that cognition has been a big issue in the supplement industry in terms of innovation, bringing out new products, because the population is aging and everybody wants to keep their cognitive ability. It doesn't matter if I'm 65 or 95 or 105. I want to be able to have that cognition and the ability to do things that I love to do. So the nutraceutical industry has brought out products. So the exciting thing about this is actually a study, and it's very early stages. This study is very early stages, but oftentimes in the supplement industry, this bigger studies or studies around just ingredients, unless you have something proprietary that you can hold on to and say, nobody can repeat that, like an AREDS or something, you don't see it a lot. Because if I test I've got a 900 milligram vitamin C that works for this, then somebody can come along and say, okay, I'll create a 900 milligram vitamin C. It works for this. And so you just don't see it as much. So it's very exciting to have these sort of articles that talk about studies that universities are doing to help improve people's lives using natural ingredients. And so this particular study is a combination of niacinamide, nicotinamide. They use nicotinamide, which is the same niacinamide, vitamin B3, and EGCG, which many of you know is a antioxidant compound found mainly in green tea. That's where the highest concentrations are. Well, you see the most of it. So I'm going to read you just a little bit of the article. I just want to kind of give you a flavor for what it says. I'm not going to read the whole article to you, but it's very interesting. And then we'll talk a little bit more. I did find one product on Amazon that I'll tell you a little bit about, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But just from the article itself, in a paper published, the UC Irvine team reports that a combination of naturally occurring compounds, nicotinamide, a form of vitamin B3, and EGCG, a green tea antioxidant, can reinstate the levels of an essential energy molecule in brain cells. Really exciting stuff. In tests on neurons in a dish. So again, this very early study. The treatment reversed age-related cellular deficits and improved the brain cell's ability to clear damaging amyloid protein aggregates and Alzheimer's hallmark. Straight from the article. And so I think that's really powerful stuff. I'll continue to watch this. I mean, if there's more studies and this turns out to be true, this is a really great idea and a combination formula that could really help people again as you age. The other thing I loved about it is they say they have identified a non-pharmaceutical treatment. And again, that's not something you're gonna hear a lot, and the pharmaceutical industry obviously does not want you to know much about that. So really good stuff. I don't know that I would suggest that you run out and get these ingredients, these nutraceuticals. They're available separately. I mean, you can find niacinamide, nicotinamide by itself. You can find a lot of, there's B formulas that are going to have it. The article itself does not indicate any sort of potency. So I do not know what that might look like. But green tea you can find, and if you find the standardized versions, a lot of times they're going to tell you the percentage of EGCG. There are actually products that called EGCG because there's so much of that from the green tea. So you could look for that. You may have some of this, honestly, in your multivitamin, but I think the thing with the multivitamins a lot of times is how much are you getting, what form are you getting, what are you paying for, but you can definitely take, and there may be other formulas. I generally just check Amazon and do keywords and see if I can find something that really matches up. And I didn't really see anything, but there may be formulas that have these ingredients in them. The one that I found, and I'm gonna preface this, I don't know this brand at all. Just found it on Amazon, and it had, I thought, reasonable amounts of both these ingredients in it. It's 60 capsules. It was on sale right now on Amazon for $18.99, which I didn't think was too bad. It's 37% off. But it's called Masculine, Masculen, Eternal Life Extension Multiplex, 60 capsules. It has 100, and again, I don't know what the potencies are for the study, but for 2 capsules, so 30 servings, 150 milligrams of EGCG and 125 milligrams of the nicotinamide riboside. And it's got some pterosylbene and some black pepper extract, which is usually for absorption. So that is the only one that I found. There are some NAD formulas, but the article specifically referenced nicotinamide and EGCG, so that's what I'm going with. But there are some NAD plus type formulas that have the green tea as well. A lot of the NAD though is going to have resveratrol, sometimes quercetin, but again, you might be able to find this in other formulas. I hope you've enjoyed this. I think the article is great. I will keep you up to date as things progress here. And with that, have a great and healthy day.